Hey everybody, I hope you're all doing well. So in today's episode, it's all about RedBubble shops, and this is RedBubble Shop Reviews episode number 3. In today's episode, we're going to be looking at a number of shops in order to see what works, what doesn't, and what needs to be improved upon. So if you're all ready for that, let's get to it. And as always, if you're new to this channel and you like things pertaining to print on demand, then please consider hitting the subscribe button. Don't forget to like the video and turn on your bell notification icon so that you will be informed each and every time that I upload a new video to my channel. It's all about the print on demand business, helping you with tips and advice to succeed. So with that said, let's get on with today's reviews. Okay, so the first shop that we're going to be looking at today is a shop called Javventura. And it's a relatively new shop, having only started in March 2021. And as you can see here, the shop has about 30 designs, so it still has a bit of ways to go. But, you know, to try and reach 100 designs by the start of the fourth quarter is always a good thing to try and strive for, particularly as we all know that the more designs you have up, the greater the chances of you being found in RedBubble search, and hopefully the greater the chances of you making more sales. The cover banner for this shop is really striking. I love the fact that you've got this yellow with black contrasting. We also have a beautiful logo over here. It's very minimalist and it really stands out nicely against the yellow. Javventura Designs and Photography, where inspiration and adventure meet. Alright, it's a real nice slogan over here. And we've also got some social media links here on the side, here on the right, in order to obviously entice people to follow. So well done for that too as well. Now, let's take a look at the shop with 30 designs. Probably we're all going to be on the first page here, as we can see, scrolling down. And what we can do is we can take a look at the artist's profile here, where inspiration and adventure meet. I'm a travel photographer, writer, and digital artist, and live in Sardinia, Italy. You'll see past travel memories come to life with inspiring and adventurous photography and designs. So well done, okay? For those of you who perhaps maybe watched my previous RedBubble shop reviews, I'm all about ensuring that when you have a shop, you add that human element to your shops. And the best way to do that is by obviously including a few sentences about yourself in the artist profile so that people can get to know a little bit about what you like and what you're all about. So this is really great, and we've obviously got some links to a website and some social media accounts too as well. So very, very good. We have 24 followers, 23 following, and 135 of your designs out of the 30 have already been favorited. So that's a really good start. Well done. Okay, let's take a look at some of the designs over here. So again, as the banner stated, it's all about travel here. So we've got some nice photos here. We've got some travel-related designs here. Okay, let's take a look at this one here. Make life your vacation. Okay, so the first impression, it's a nice design. There is just one small bit of constructive criticism that I would give to you, is that a design like this, the way it's been configured, is going to give a lot of pieces to the client when he or she buys it. So if you can see here, we got make, and then seems to be a little bit of a joint here between make and life, okay? And then your vacation is totally detached from the rest of the design. Now, for some people, it might not bother them. For others, it might be a little bit of annoyance. Not a great one, but for some, it might be the deciding factor as to whether or not they would buy it, okay? And the fact that you're giving them too many pieces to have to stay sticking on and trying to align to make sure that the design looks as great as it does here on the mock-up might put them off. Instead, what I would suggest is that you either create a circle or a rectangle in Photoshop, Photopea, or Canva, whatever software program that you use to create your designs, and then put this design within the circle or the rectangle, okay, and save it with a white background. This way, when they're receiving the sticker in the post, and they've opened the RedBubble packet, it's going to be one nice sticker, either in a circular format or in a rectangular format, whichever way you feel that you like it, okay? And this way, when they're peeling it off from the kiss cut, it's going to be one piece, and it'll be nice and easy for them to stick it to either a laptop case or to a water bottle here, as you can see. So try to keep these things in mind when you're creating your stickers. If it's a sticker pack, then obviously you want to make sure that they're separated with enough space so that they will get these individual pieces within the whole sticker design. But for something like this, where you have this beautiful slogan, make life your vacation, I would definitely recommend that you give it a little bit more of this uniformity look as opposed to having it, in 2 or 3 different pieces. Of course, if you are making sales on it, congratulations, you can ignore my advice, but if you're not, it might be something you want to consider too as well. Now, taking a look at what you have it available on, so we've got it on 23 other products, which gives indication to me that you've given some serious thought as to where and on what products this design should appear on. So well done. A lot of people tend, particularly if they're new to the print-on-demand game, will just throw the design on all of the products and hope for the best, whether or not it looks good on the product or not. I believe that in doing that, you're showing an unprofessional way about taking care of your shop to potential clients. We do want to make sales, it's true, but not at the expense of cutting back on professionality. And when clients come to visit your shop and they see that you've been very, very selective in terms of on what products your designs go on, that sends another trusting message to them that, hey, you take this seriously and your design is only going to appear on what you feel where it looks good. So well done for that. As you can see here, we have some shirts here. All right. Again, here's where I'm going to just re-emphasize the bit about the sticker. If you take a look at it, you have make and life. When it comes in, the printout version, it's going to be 2 separate stickers. Okay. Even when they peel it off with this line here with the heart and the airplane, there might be the possibility of a tear as they're peeling it out. So be careful of that. Obviously, this would be avoided if it had to be put on a circle or on a rectangle background. And if you want to spice it up a little bit, you could change different colors and offer it in different colors. Maybe, white, maybe somebody might like it on a yellow or on a red or on a blue background too as well. So you have potential to scale this design, okay? So well done for that. Wish you all the best for that too as well. Another design that caught my attention is this one, travel stamp sticker. Let's take a look at that. Now here we go. This is exactly what I was referring to with respect to the previous design. You've got this wonderful collage of different travel destination custom stamps here, and you've got it on a nice rectangular format. It doesn't matter that the sides aren't perfectly straight. That just adds to the character of the design. This is really nice. For somebody like me who enjoys traveling, this will be something that would definitely resonate with people, and obviously, they'll want to buy it, particularly as the world is starting to open up a little bit again, slowly but slowly, and people are wanting to start to travel. In terms of designs, you have it on 17 other products, which is great. It looks here that you added a yellow background for the postcards and the throw pillows and some other products. Okay, again, if it looks good and if it resonates with people, well done. I think personally, with a white background, it stands out nicer than yellow, but again, that's my opinion. See how you go with sales. If you're not making any sales with a yellow background on these particular products, change it to white and see how it goes. All right. And what I would also recommend that you do, just off the cuff, see how it looks on the mobile phone covers, because of the fact that it's a type of pattern which doesn't necessarily have to fit within a perfect rectangle. It might actually look good on some phone covers too as well. So something to consider too as well. So again, for people who like to travel and maybe would like to have a particular travel stamp collage on their mobile phone case, they might want to look for something like this and purchase it from you. Okay. All right, so let's take a look at the tags that you use here. So we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18 tags. Okay, not too bad. What I am seeing here is that you have a lot of generic tags, single word, keyword tags. And in some cases, it might work. In other cases, you have to ask yourself, did you do enough research with respect to choosing your keyword tags? If I had to click on some of these tags, am I going to find that your design is going to be lost within thousands, hundreds of thousands, maybe even a million type of results? If that's the case, how well do you think your design is going to fare in being seen in RedBubble search? Okay, and unless you're actually advertising your particular RedBubble page to people and directing them to that, the likelihood of being found within keywords where the number of results is so huge might be at a disadvantage to you. What I do like here is that you use Javventura, which is obviously the name of your shop, as a tag, which is an excellent thing to do, so that if anybody ever wants to find your shop and see what products that you have to offer, they can find it via your shop as a keyword tag. So well done for that. And let's just take a look at how many results come for that. Okay, so you did it with 27 out of the 30 designs that you have over here. Well done. Okay, and obviously as your shop grows, if you continue using the name of your shop in your keyword tags, then obviously people are going to be able to find your designs a lot faster. But just to take a look at and reinforce what I was talking about earlier on, if we had to take a look at Italy, for example, all right, I'm going to click on it. In terms of Italy, RedBubble brings up 113,031 results at the time of publishing this video. The likelihood of you being found on the first or second page of this search for this keyword is going to be very negligible, okay? Add on to the fact that most people search for designs via their mobile phones, you're going to be very, very low down in the list, and probably people aren't going to want to scroll all the way down to try and find your design. Okay, so instead, I would highly recommend that you try to do some research with respect to long tail keyword phrases for this design, and indeed for all of your designs, so that you can try and put your design on a result sheet, or rather on a result page, where the number of results isn't going to be that great. And in this manner, as people are keying in different keyword tags, hopefully the idea behind it is that your design will show up in the first or second page, which again, hopefully will lead to people finding your design and hopefully purchasing your design for themselves too as well. So it's definitely something to take into consideration. But other than that, I mean, you've got a great start over here. You've got some really lovely designs. Love the photography here too as well. Well done, keep it up, and we look forward to seeing your shop grow. So with respect to this shop review, we're really on to a great start. And now let's take a look at the second shop that we're going to be reviewing in today's episode. So the second shop that we're going to be reviewing is a shop called London Falcons, and this shop owner is located in India, currently has 66 designs. And let's take a look at the artist profile. Hi, welcome to London Falcon. Here you'll find great art products that you can give to people you care about, or you can even treat yourself. Each art piece is made with dedication and hard work. My inspiration comes from different artists throughout the world. If you purchase something, do not forget to tag me in my social medias. I would love to see my art in the new homes. Well done, okay? I can't fault the English too as well, which is great, all right? So an awesome start to your shop here. Keep it up. 11 followers, 1 following, 93 favorited. I have no doubt that in the coming weeks and months, these numbers will improve too as well. Okay. Now, the first thing that I would obviously recommend is that you try to make better use of your shop banner in terms of the real estate. It's a nice logo here and it's a nice shop banner, but there's a lot of empty space on either side. And again, this is prime real estate for your shops. When people come to see a shop for the first time, what they see on the shop banner is going to either make or break them continuing from looking on. Now, there might be some people who like the simple type of banner and will continue going through. But I think for the most part, you'll find that a lot of people try to find, or rather appreciate looking at banners that have, or rather show a little bit about what the shop is all about. So I'm not asking, or rather I'm not suggesting that you go bombastic on it, but maybe try to create a mock-up or two with a transparent background of somebody wearing a shirt with your design, and then just place it on the left and the right hand side just to balance it out a little bit. I think it will go a long way at showcasing what you and your designs are all about, okay? Alright, so let's take a look here. Now, we only have one collection over here, and by the gist of it, it looks like this particular niche for this shop really focuses on the dog niche, which is absolutely fine. There are a number of shops that I've come across where they specialize on one particular niche and become a master at that. So well done for choosing that. Again, we wish you all the success with it. So let's take a look at some of the designs that you have on offer and see what works and maybe what needs to be improved upon, okay? On the whole, you've got some really lovely designs. I love the font selections that you've chosen and the fact that a lot of your designs have the paw prints of dogs embedded into the design. Keeps to a nice theme, which is great, okay? by the looks of it, you also have some other designs outside of the dog niche, and maybe perhaps what you might want to do is create those as individual collections so that people can find those particular designs a lot easier, especially as your shop grows with more designs, and you have more than 1 or 2 pages in your shop. You might want to provide that facility for people to go and click on a particular topic within your shop to find those designs straight away, as opposed to having to have to scroll through all of the designs. Okay. Remember, the more convenient that you make it for buyers and clients to your shop, the more they're going to enjoy the experience, and the greater the likelihood that they will actually click the add to cart button and make the purchase. Okay. All right. So let's take a look at this one, guys. Chill. Okay, it's a bottle edition. Let's open this up here. Guys Chill Bottle Edition Classic T-shirt. Okay, it's a lovely clip art, a lovely design. What I would definitely suggest that you do is that this blue part over here around your clip art, if you see, it's not really matching up nicely with the blue of the T-shirt. Okay, and that might also be the case with a number of the other colors that are on offer by RedBubble. Okay. Instead, what I would suggest that you do is turn off the blue. You don't need it. On its own, with this beautiful yellow color background and the color of the fonts and obviously the clip art, it really can stand out nicely on its own. And this way, when you show it on other colors here, let's see, we have to choose red. Okay, are you seeing now you've got way too many colors over here? And if we had to choose again, well, let's see, purple. Okay. Again, some people might not like the fact that it's so many colors, and it can come across as though perhaps maybe you were working on a blue background, saved it as a JPEG, and forgot to turn off the background too as well. So see how that works, turn it off, and hopefully maybe you make more sales from that too. All right, in terms of the description, funny bartender design on blue print, perfect for a hot summer day. Okay, I can't really fault too much the description. You have some keywords over there too as well. And if we look at your product tags, okay, we've got 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay, we're a little bit shy in terms of tags. It's always important to make sure you have anywhere between 14 and 17 tags, just to allow your design to be seen more in search and gain more exposure for your designs. When you're a little short in your keyword tags, you are limiting the exposure for that design. While RedBubble allows for up to 50 keyword tags, generally I suggest anywhere between 14 and 17, so that you won't come across as tag spamming and you can come up with some really relevant keyword tags for that design. Okay, so just add a few more, and as stated with the other shop owner, put a little bit more research in terms of what tags you choose so that your design will show up higher in the RedBubble search for those particular keyword tags. Let's continue. So this particular design caught my attention too as well. Let's take a look at it. Acceptance, something we definitely need a lot more in the world in 2021. Okay. Now, in terms of taking a look at this design, you filled up the entire design area, so well done for that. And I sort of see what you're trying to do. You're trying to get that mirror image between the top and the bottom portions of the design. The one thing that I would caution is in terms of not allowing the design to become too busy to the point where it might turn some people off from purchasing it. Okay. In terms of suggestions for improvement, again, this is my own opinion. What I would suggest that you do is, in terms of the acceptance and powers on the top and the bottom, I would definitely ensure that they do mirror each other. All right. So, for example, I would put acceptance and powers on the top where it can easily be read, and then the mirrored version at the bottom. And you see where you have the E and the A over here? I would definitely switch it over, flip it over so that it will fall directly underneath. And then obviously the same thing would be said with respect to this acceptance. Again, I love the idea that you've chosen these multiple colors here. It's the rainbow colors, which are a bit subdued here. Goes for a lot of different social groups in society who could appreciate this too as well. Overall, I think this shop has a lot of potential. There are a lot of great designs that obviously I couldn't go through all of them in this particular video. But for those of you who are interested in maybe perhaps like the dog niche or perhaps the niche pertaining to acceptance or whatnot, I'll have the link to this shop and indeed all of the shops that are being reviewed in this RedBubble shop review episode for you to be able to visit and hopefully support this particular artist. Okay, let's take a look at the third RedBubble shop in today's review. So the third shop in today's review is a shop called Glamify, and there's a lot of potential in this shop too as well. Let's jump over to my computer and take a look. Okay, so as stated, the name of this shop is Glamify, and they joined RedBubble in November of 2020, and currently they have 102 designs. So well done for that. View artist profile. Hi, welcome to my shop. This is Samaya. I'm a self-taught artist. I make designs for different types of products on RedBubble. Check out my shop. Okay. Again, you've given a little bit about yourself too as well, although brief, but you know, you've given the human element to that shop too as well. So well done for that. So let's scroll back to the top and see what else we can see with respect to this shop. Okay. So in terms of collections, you only seem to have one collection over here, and that's pertaining to love. I have a feeling with 102 designs, you might be able to afford making a few more collections just to sub-niche your designs into different collections to make it easier for, obviously, visitors to your shop to find that particular design that they're looking for. So one thing that I would definitely suggest that in the coming days, particularly before the start of the fourth quarter, this coming October, add a few more collections to your shop to make it easier for people to find your designs. Okay. Now, as we can see here, we seem to have a lot of stickers over here, which is great. Stickers as a thumbnail work really well in ensuring that your designs come out nice, big, and bold for people to be able to see. All right. And you've got quite a nice mix of obviously single color type of designs and multicolored designs, all right, which works really well. Let's take a look at this one, mermaid sticker. And this one actually caught my attention because it actually builds upon what I said with respect to the first shop too as well. You've got a nice rectangular feel to this particular sticker design. Okay, we've got this mermaid, obviously within the sea, surrounded by different aquatic characters over here. Be very, very careful though with respect to this kind of design, because if you can see over here, you've got this little individual, I'm assuming it's a bubble, which is on its own. And then you've got a couple more over here, and then you have another one over here and another one over here. When a person receives this in the post and they're actually peeling out the Kiss Cut sticker, these little individual ones might be a bit of an annoyance to peel them out. And actually, even in terms of putting them back within the design whenever they're sticking things, whether they're going to stick this particular design to, be it the back of a laptop case, or on a bag, or on a mug, or what have you, or a water bottle, as is the case from over here. Instead, as I stated with the first one, highly recommend that you use this design, but put it on a solid white background. Or maybe go one step further. It is an aquatic type theme. Find a contrasting tone of blue or maybe another color that will go good with it, and put it as the background and make it a nice whole rectangle. Or else, if you want, give it sort of like a wavy appearance along the borders of the rectangle to give it more of an aquatic feel. This way, when a client is receiving it in the post and they're peeling it out to stick it someplace, they're just taking one large sticker to stick as opposed to a whole bunch of tiny little stickers, which might become a bit of a nuisance. And again, for some people, in seeing this, it might put them off and they might not click the add to cart button. Okay, so just a little bit of constructive criticism for that. Otherwise, if you drew this, well done. It's really artistic and it's really nice. Just make that tweak. Okay, all right, and you have again this design on 33 products. Again, this is exactly what I was talking about. If you look at the pillow and you look at the mug here in the back, this beautiful pink background could definitely work as a nice pink background for this sticker, and it would really stand out more in the RedBubble search too as well. So take what you did over here and apply it to the sticker so that obviously, hopefully, you'll get more sales from that as people discover your design. Now, in terms of tags, you've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 21. Okay, a little bit over the 14 to 17 that I normally recommend. Again, be a little bit careful. Again, go through the particular tags that you've got here and see what kind of results, what kind of numbers they're falling on in terms of results for each of those tags. Again, just to make sure that you are showing up a lot more efficiently in search. If I had to click on ocean, sea, cube, water, I don't think I'm going to find just maybe 100 or 200 or maybe even 1,000 results for those keywords. I'm probably going to find hundreds of thousands. So again, do the research to find keyword tags that are going to allow your tags to show up high in RedBubble search. It seems that that's the underlying theme, and that I might be sounding a bit like a broken record, but I just want to get the point across that keyword tag research is fundamentally important. It's not enough just to put up a design. If you want to make the sales, you have to be found. To be found, you have to come up with the right keyword tags so that people will find you. Okay, let's continue with the review. So moving down again, all right, this is what I'm talking about. Make your own luck. We have this one here, let it go. We have this unicorn here one. Let's click on this one. This is also a really lovely design. Okay, you're very artistic if you've drawn these, or if you found somebody to draw them. Well done, keep up with them. It really gives a nice child feel to this particular design, and I hope that you're making a lot of sales with it. But again, even though it's not a straight cut, you know, in terms of a rectangle, you've got obviously a jagged border here in terms of the stars and the other clip arts. It still works, and it still makes it easy for somebody to stick as one whole piece onto an item like a water bottle, or maybe perhaps the back of a laptop case or a tablet case. Scrolling down here, okay, again, the same issue pertaining to the tags. Again, please be careful with them so that obviously you can increase the potential for making sales. Overall, this is a really lovely shop, and I think it has the potential for doing really, really well. A lot of lovely designs, and again, if you're in the market for something pertaining to this, click on the link in the description below and visit the shop. Okay, so continuing on, again, we've got a lot of nice designs over here. Be very careful with copyright and trademark type of designs. You don't want to get your shop banned if you get a report for using trademarked items, so be very careful about that too as well. And in truth, you guys, you don't really need to use trademark things for your designs. This particular shop, lovely artwork over here, which can stand on its own and do very, very well. Okay, so overall, well done for this shop. Wish you all the luck. Okay, again, Fairy of Nature sticker, be very careful about that. Okay, so you have a few designs here that you can afford to work on, but as I was about to say just a few moments ago, well done, some really great designs. We wish you all the best of luck. And now we're at our final shop to be reviewed today. So let's again jump over to my computer and take a look. So the final shop that we're reviewing today is a shop called Po.otato. Okay, which is a very interesting name for a shop. This person has been around for some time already with 826 designs. And as stated earlier with the previous shop owner shop banners, if you see here, we've got a perfect example of what it is that I was talking about, okay? We've got a mock-up with the design from the shop in the shop banner so that when people are visiting, you can already get a feel of what the designs in the shop is all about. If there's a little bit of constructive criticism I would give with respect to this shop, is just put a little bit of room between the logo over here and the title of the shop, okay? The fact that it seems to be overlapping over here makes for a bit of an imbalance, okay? So just move it over a little bit to the left here if you can, and otherwise I think it's a really effective cover banner for your shop, okay? So we said 826 designs, and we've got quite a number of collections over here, which is great because with those many designs, it would take a potential visitor a long time to scroll through all of them. But obviously, if they're looking for something in particular, they can do so through the collections, click on it, and obviously they can see those designs accordingly to make their selection. And as we can see from this, from the designs here, we have a bit of a gothic type of a feel to this particular shop, which works well too as well. There are a number of people out there who like these particular types of designs, okay? And all the power to you. Why not? We're not here to judge. We're here to obviously show and grow together and obviously succeed together too as well. So we're taking a look at some of the designs over here. Okay, let's take a look. We got World's Greatest Cat Dad. Let's take a look at this one. Okay, World's Greatest Cat Dad, orange text sticker. And again, this works really well too as well, even though it's not in a perfect rectangle, you know, with a solid background. There aren't too many pieces to be able to peel off. In fact, there's only the one piece, and obviously around the words over here, but it would still be easy to pull out from the kiss cut when you receive it in the post. So well done for that. Are you the world's greatest cat dad? Then you need this design with an adorable cat in a box. Great gifts for Father's Day also. Obviously Father's Day at the time of publishing this video has already passed, so I hope that you made a lot of sales with this particular design. We have this design available on 66 different products, which is absolutely okay too as well. So in terms of tags, we have 16 keyword tags here, which is great. Okay, a couple long tail keywords. Okay, so that's really good too as well. As I stated earlier, just go through your keyword tags to make sure that the results that your designs are showing on are underneath 1,000. Okay, so let's take a look at some of the other products here for which the design is showing up on. And just to get a feel in terms of placement, clearly we can see that the designs are nicely placed on the products. Be a little bit careful with respect to the mobile phones, given the fact that the design is literally hugging the edge. You just might want to shrink it down a little bit to give it a bit of room to breathe on the left and the right hand side, as is the case over here. Okay, you've got another one where it's literally touching the edges over here, and that might put some people off. A small minor tweak, but can go a long way in helping out too as well. Again, postcards, be very careful about that too as well. Okay, I did create a video called The 7 Deadliest Mistakes That May Affect Sales, and within that video I did talk about postcards too as well. I'll leave the link in the description below. If you haven't seen it, I would highly recommend that you go and take a look, particularly with respect to the component pertaining to postcards, just so that you can actually increase the potential of making another sale, especially as we come closer to the fourth quarter, when people do tend to buy postcards and greeting cards to give to others too as well, for whatever event or topic they might be wishing to look for. Okay, it looks great on mugs too as well, and on masks. So well done on that. We won't take too much longer on this particular design. You've got it really covered well. And if we just continue having another look too as well. Okay, let's take a look at this one. Eat, sleep, painting. You've got it scaled. Eat, sleep, reading. Let's tackle this one here. Okay. Now, as you can see here, we have the word eat, sleep, and reading, okay, in red, white, and blue, which works really well. And I like the choice of fonts too as well. Again, keeps a bit to the Gothic feel that you're obviously hoping for. What I would recommend is that you turn off the black background behind each of the words. On a black t-shirt, it doesn't really work well too as well. I mean, it may work with some of the other colors, but again, it seems a bit distracting, to be honest with you, when you're looking. I think rather just having the words without the black background might work a little bit more. Again, it just seems that it was saved as a JPEG with the background down, and that you forgot to convert to a PNG with a transparent background. Okay, again, that's just my personal opinion. I would definitely consider doing that. I mean, even in terms of looking at reading, the G comes over the black. There's just a lot more room for improvement with respect to this design. And by the looks of it, if you scaled this design and you did it with other things, eat, sleep, paint, eat, sleep, read, and whatnot, you might want to do the same thing too as well. Take those few moments and just turn off the black background. Eat, sleep, jogging, eat, sleep, fencing. Okay, now the other thing that you have are these nice, cute kawaii type of designs. Curry ramen cup. Let's just click on that one over here. Okay, cute kawaii style cup of curry ramen, designed just in time for the new craze of curry ramen that is sweeping the world. Okay, it seems, be careful over here, you got to come over there. Everyone is looking for awesome curry ramen recipes and the best of curry ramen products. That's why this design comes in the... Alright, so we got to be careful too as well with respect to your descriptions. RedBubble only gives you so many characters, so you want to make sure that your description will fit within that character number, so that obviously it doesn't get cut off over here. Okay, particularly if somebody like me was reading it and was hoping to find out a little bit more, and the fact that it gets cut off here might be a little bit distracting too as well. You have it on 58 different products. Well done. Okay, and again, we've got quite a number of tags over here. I'm not going to repeat that, but you know what to do with respect to the tags here, just to make sure that you don't come across as tag spamming and that your tags are pertinent, relevant, and are going to give you the greatest amount of exposure. Otherwise, if we just continue going through, I mean, you have 826 unique designs, which is brilliant. Looks like you've been at this for quite some time. Hopefully, you're getting quite a number of sales. You have 17 followers, 69 following, with 264 favorited. Okay, I am an artist and a designer who focuses on gifts for geeks, goths, freaks, and nerds. So you really refined who you are catering to. Well done for that. I also sometimes make funny or trendy products. No problem with that. I use my own art, licensed art that I have purchased the right to use, and public domain art to create products for you. Okay, so again, you've told people what you're all about. Well done for that. So keep going. Brilliant shop, a lot of potential, and we wish you nothing but success from here on in. So there you have it, everyone. I hope that you enjoyed this review episode. We took a look at 4 really great looking shops that have a lot of potential for growth and success. And as you could see, we had some common underlying themes between all of them. Okay, in terms of tags, in terms of stickers, in terms of product placement. Okay, and these are all things that newbies and people who've been at this for quite some time now can fall victim to. So we definitely have to make sure that when we are putting up our designs, that we're stopping and focusing on these particular aspects to ensure greater success for our designs in terms of exposure and in terms of likability. Okay, it's all a numbers game with respect to RedBubble. The more you work at it, the more you design, the more you upload, the more you are efficient in researching for your keyword tags, the greater the likelihood of success. And as I always say, patience is the name of the game. There are times when sales are going to come, and there are going to be times when sales seem to be drying up. But that's okay. That's part of the game. Those who stick it through till the end are the ones who are going to come out with a greater degree of success. Now, if you've stuck out to the end of this video, all right, I want to thank you wholeheartedly for doing so, for watching to the end. Again, if you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, I'm working hard to achieve the 1,000 subscriber mark. It's a personal milestone that I'm trying to achieve. So if you haven't yet subscribed, please do hit the subscribe button and become part of this community. We're here about providing tips and advice to help you become more successful in your print-on-demand business. But for today, that's all I've got. And as always, be well, be safe, be creative. Bye for now.